Alright. Arcadia. Yeah, this isn't by any means an easy map. By any means. And normally, I'll be honest, I tend to rely a lot on Cecilia to attract certain attacks, on my flyers, specifically Milady, to take care of the wyverns, and of strong sword unit to maybe take care of the enemies, the foot enemies around here. I have two of those things, but no real strong flyer because, let's be honest, Tate's bulk, yes, isn't that great. Maybe time for him to be here. Yeah, by the way, I have the Durandal. I know it might look a bit overkill, you know, legendary weapon this point in the game. Don't think it is. Don't think it is. Okay. You know what? Storage? I didn't know what to give you as a last item. I'm going to give you a torch. I mean, if Astol is going to go to the left, then might as well get some vision. Okay. No immediate danger, it seems. I'm going to advance Sophia quite a lot, so that maybe the unit getting targeted by, I don't know, silence is Sophia, because... oh no, what a drama. Finally, yeah. Not a lot of movement on my mounted units. I have a decent amount of cavalry. Okay. That position was pretty good. Seems like there might be no one coming for you there yet. Seems like also Astol might have a decently easy time getting that. What do you have? A Thunder. Okay. I mean, Lilina might be the play, to be honest. I do this and then I go for an Iron Lance. Taking 7 damage isn't crazy, but I can heal. I can heal. I don't remember if there's a lot of enemies here. I just think being direct might be for the best. It's not like I really want to use up the Durandal, I just want to battle this wyvern as soon as possible. Yeah, so 53 is a one-shot. You are the unpromoted one, probably, right? No way I guess, and you... yeah, no. Would be more experience if you were promoted. Also, Sophie is dead. So that's a reset. Please. My future holds no light. Yeah, that's you. That's you. It's not an immediate game over, but you lose on the good ending if Sophia dies. She's a pretty bad unit. Okay. I am going to, however, take this opportunity to... okay. Check a little bit. So, looks to me like you're a Dragon Rider, you're a Dragon Rider. There might be like a promoted guy there. Also, just checking this. This is the Speed Wings. Yeah. So the positioning wasn't that bad, but there are mages coming from the right. So I need a countermeasure against mages. I don't know if that's a safe spot or what. That's what I was able to do. Okay. We do this from the beginning. 49-51. Nice. Nice. 37 accuracy. Still no, like, promoted enemy, I'm pretty sure. Thunder versus Thunder. I don't think I double. Nope. Generic mages are pretty fast. So, and 14% of silence. Nice. Okay. So that's exactly the edge of the range of silence. Good to know. Okay, yeah, I think I'm dancing inclined. I'm going to prioritize moving Lalum over moving units, because as long as the dancer is ahead, you can move more people in the future, right? So, for example, this could be a kill for Klein. It's not going to be though, because this time you have 10 HP. So that's an easy kill for Take. And because I'm holding the torch, I can see a bit far ahead. A bit more far ahead, so, you know. Boots! Okay, I hit the random like 10% or so. And there might be a promo enemy... Or maybe I already killed the promo enemy. I don't know. Seems to me like... Yeah, that went pretty well. Am I in range to 3? I think I might be able to go into the mana kit's range. Maybe I can take care of the mana kit, actually. Well, this also worked pretty well, by the way. Lilina again. Fuck. Really? A 14? Okay, that doesn't matter because I should rescue you anyway, because you're useless. But a silence there is really painful. How do you do here? It's a one shot. Okay, yeah, forget about the javelin. I should really go for this. Yeah, it's a fucking one shot. I should go for this. I should take the kill immediately. That makes it a lot easier to not have to worry about this scythe. And then I can, you know, have Astol come up slowly. A bit of defense is pretty cool, by the way. Speaking of Astol, that's enough to get the speed wings. Okay. Wait a second. We might be able to do something here, like I can deposit the Vulnerary for now, and I can remove the Restore, right? And then I do have Kanto. Then I'll go here. I'll dance you. Gonzalez can rescue Sofia to get her out of the way. And I might be able to restore. I don't remember the restore range actually. C. Yeah, you have C. You have C. It's exactly what you have. Then, did Merlinus just save the day? Absolutely base Merlinus. Okay. Remember, guys, that's the solution to play in Arcadia. You have to bring Merlinus. Merlinus is clearly one of the best units in this game. He can't die. He also is a combo. Yeah, he's so good. Definitely, definitely. I'm still going to kill you with Klein. Okay. 20 should work. Anyone there? Not anyone that can go through that. I don't know if there's like a light brand hero or something. I seem to remember. I want Roy to be there to give you support. And then I'm going to attempt a 20% crit. Yeah, I get it. Okay, that cleans up one of the mercs, so not complaining here. So okay, that should be fine. You move there, you do go for Sue, which means you get killed by Sue, please. Missing a 91, thankfully in a moment where it doesn't really matter, but still missing a 91. That's a sleep going for Cecilia. Last sleep, I'm pretty sure this one is going to miss again. Okay. Very good. It's like around here. I can't actually remember, so... Yeah. Well, whatever. We have to go there, and at some point there's going to be bandits appearing. And yeah, I don't think there's anything immediate I can do about it. Yeah, I can just drop you here. Okay. No one in there. I should be able to take that and then rescue and get away. Dick regrouping. with the vulnerary back to almost full. And some enemies in there that I really want to battle. No, I can only release. For a moment I thought I could release him over the hill or something, but that's the bishop. A bit too scared of him though. I can do 8. I could do 11 pretty accurately. Oh, okay. I had to move Gonzalez anyway to be able to do this, so... Alright. And now I can dance for you. That was my original plan. For Sue to be the one doing this. She's not tanky per se, but with, you know, terrain in the middle and everything, I don't think she's easily reachable. And then... I mean, I can play around a little bit, but I don't have a dancer, so... I think it's better to do this, and if I don't get the crit or something stupid happens, then I can heal with Lilina, and I can also take the longbow. Yeah, I have to do exactly that play. Don't see anything, so I'm trading the longbow. Longbow for shortbow. Thanks for that. Please hit the 57. Okay. If he didn't, then I would have to leave her a bit low in HP, just to prioritize the kill. Okay. So technically this should be enough. Yes. Okay. That was the silver card. We already got the talisman, the speed wings, the boots. There's a silence stuff in here. Basically in here. That's... no, in here. And then there's the warp. The warp is pretty difficult to get to because there's some wyverns in there, and there's also at some point reinforcements and mana kits and everything. I'm going to start by doing this, right? Just to be able to see a little bit. I think I can, just by walking distance, I can probably get into the silence range. And then we might pass on the warp for now and go rejoin the group up there. I also see a hero, thanks to your vision now. Okay, and I can see the bandits coming. The bandits are a good experience for any sword user. I've led Fear in here before. It's +5 avoid on the desert, it's not bad. Anyone with weapon advantage and potentially like someone in here, I think this is a very good spot to block because this is cliff, this is cliff. You can let someone in here with a support and then they basically clean up the enemies and even the bosses. Even the bosses, because they aren't that scary. Okay, I'll do this. Then I'll do this, and then Roy is in range and you can do this. It's not enough. Unfortunately, I'll have to bet on the crit. Okay. Then it's a bit more complicated, but with a well-placed dance, I think we can do it. You're enough to kill both of them. Yeah. I really want to trade with Gonzalez or something like this, but it's just not a good idea. So I should go for the accurate attack here, dance him, go for the accurate attack again. Right? That's just the right play. Yeah, because dancing anyone else would be a bit trolly. Do I have anyone that's like fragile in here? No, well, you are fragile and I guess you're sort of in range of things, but I'm going to trade you an iron sword. And yeah, that's a 94. Good. There's also that small tree is considered to be a forest in terms of movement. It's actually called forest, not even palm tree. The rain is called forest. And yeah. Did I get this right or... No, actually no. Actually, no. We'll have to do something. Oh, no. Yeah, that was the silence. Where was I looking then? What's more valuable here? Silver card is the most unique thing. I could swear I'm looking at the right map. Somehow I got the silence there. Just so you know, the map in Serenes Forest is wrong. I love that Lilina is just casually destroying enemies now. She one-shots. Instead of having to rely on doubling and stuff, she just one-shots. Okay, I want to be there in case there's someone to lure or anything. Yeah, you do come against Dick. You come against Dick. At least I didn't say Dick makes you come. Am I right? Okay. Shut the fuck up. Plenty of enemies. The promo enemy is going to be too strong for us to just one round. He has a steel sword, but he's not fast enough to double, right? The steel sword is 10 weight. No, he is enough. He's enough to double with 23 attack. Okay, it's pretty scary actually. It's like 14 times 2. I think it's not going to be enough for you to reach anyone, and I can get people out of there anyway, because I could rescue Sophie out of you, then rescue you out. I'm talking about Cecilia, of course. I'm concerned about Cecilia. No, Cecilia is fine. It's exactly 2 squares. So this is 2 square cost. I should have figured that out, but okay. Yeah, then I'm providing some supporting here. Actually, I'm going to take, release, and go here. That's even better. Where do you go? Okay, you are going to double up on Klein. I did think that could be the case. I need to dodge one of the steel swords, basically. Okay. I needed the dodge to happen there. That's why I approached with the support. It was part of the plan. This isn't the game bugging out. It's just that the bandits are moving. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a lot of enemies there. Yeah, this could take the kill. Yeah, it does. A promo kill for Klein is not a bad idea. Considering he is promo himself, he doesn't get that much experience. He's not getting the best levels either. This boss might be alone. Wyverns. I mean, they are concerning, obviously, but I'm glad they appeared now. Because if they appear now, they can't surprise me. In fact, if I do this, I can just one-shot the promoted one, the Silver Lance one. So I'll go for that first. It's always a good idea to get rid of this one. His ranges overlap with the other Wyvern. Yeah. Nothing I can do here, but wait. Taking care of these Wyverns is the thing I said was essential to... basically to be able to get the warp. If you don't take care of this pack of Wyverns, then you can forget about it. Okay, you go for Marcus. Your hit is atrocious. Still, Lance has very bad hit in this game. Marcus is unable to do anything back, but he's also wielding like a javelin. I guess the javelin was unnecessary, because you were always going to pick Dick. I should have equipped something better. Okay. I don't like using up the Durandal for this, but at the same time, it's probably good. I definitely have to move Astor as much to the right as I can now. No further enemies. No. Okay, Astor. Show me... here. A mana kit. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't one round with the iron bow. I do realize because this one was weakened. But I have very good combat against them. So that's weapon level. It could be yes. Yes, it is. Well, Klein is supposed to be like a very good Mula Gear candidate, but I'm starting to see Sue. It's maybe an even more viable option. And I do think Sue is supposed to be slightly better if you train her. I don't quite reach there. I really want to heal you. And I really want to kill you. You're a bit far away. I guess I could just go for this. Yeah, we can do that. And then Marcus together with Sue should be able to take care of the Wyvern. And I don't have to worry anymore. Oh, that's enough to kill. That's enough to kill. Thankfully, we got a good roll of stats on both the defense and HP on these enemies, so it works perfectly. That's also a very good level. You've been getting a lot of strength. I think you might be plus something already with strength. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to take the 19 damage. And I'm going to heal. Okay, I don't take it actually. And I'm going to heal or to what? What's best to do here? Yeah. That's the right idea. The right idea is to go here, get a dance, kill the bandit. Switch into a better weapon for Dick, I guess. Doesn't really matter because you don't reach yet. But well, that well I get used to not having the Durandal right now. So I switch you into the Iron Sword and then the Iron Blade. And I take the kill, yeah. Sue wasn't able to reach the mana kit. If not, Sue weakening the mana kit and Dick taking the kill always without a counter was the right idea, but well. I don't know. I'm starting here with Marcus, because that's always a good choice. My sword is impenetrable. Now, choose your death. By the blade or by its slide. Okay, calm down, Edgelord. Yeah, Roy support. Marcus is actually able to do this boss eventually, I think. By the way, very importantly, Guidance Ring. Something is glittering in the sand. A beautiful ring. There it is. There it is. Have to be careful about the left too, by the way. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those should be enough to last for most of the game. I'm going to try and go through the left side with Astol. Don't know how viable that is, but yeah, I'll try that. Silver Blade is okay. The Speed Wings are the best thing, in case Astol dies, basically. Yeah, getting through that is the problem, but I can completely ignore him and instead go for the item, right? Which is supposed to be placed at least there. So if I end up there, I can take the item on the next turn. I just need to distract you. And I should be able to do that easily too. Do you have anything on you? No. And you don't really gain anything. I'm going to use you as a barrier. If Merlinus gets killed, then we at least see the enemy and we might prevent an actually, you know, permanent death. No crit yet. Getting a bit unlucky there. That works fine. Okay. Wow, really? A fucking mage of all things. Did you have to? Did you have to? Hellfire too. Fuck you. Okay, let's hope that Astol has enough bulk to just survive. And if not, I might have to give up on the war. Just the way it is. Okay, this should always be safe for Lalum. I'm really concerned about enemies appearing out of nowhere. Anima has advantage over light, so that's also an extra advantage of Lilina battling this guy. And yeah, the light rank always does 6, so yeah, that's kind of it. I should really go for that, right? I'm going to give Marcus an opportunity to get a crit. Yeah. Means me to have to give it to Lilina, who's obviously like one of the best I have right now and doesn't really need the experience. But I'm glad that I could meet one so strong as you before my death. Because this guy is so easy to exploit with the light branch. I normally end up killing him with a stupid unit, and I laugh at that quote. But I think it's a pretty cool quote. Okay, I could conquer, but I'm not going to. I have the... Whoa, okay. There's the boss. Oh no! I'm getting out of here before I lose my important goods! Also, you get in my way, obviously. You had to. Whatever. Yeah, it might be lost. The opportunity to get to the warp might be lost because of the fucking mage. If I can somehow kill the other boss, I will consider it, but... Nice kill by Gonzalez. And that's a level. Like, level 14? No, level 16 already. Okay, a bit more speed. 15 speed is enough. I'm going to promote you. I'm going to use the hero crest next opportunity I get. Okay, you're alone. I thought you might be surrounded by people. Have the halberd. Merlinus there worked pretty well. Let me just check very quickly. Is this a valid spot? According to Serenest Forest, it is. It is a valid spot. Meaning if I go here, 1, 2, 3 should also be valuable. It should also be enough. So I'll just do that. Attacking is overkill because it just makes it possible that I die on the next turn. Yeah, so the boss. I mean, I should probably just run away from you because there's nothing to be gained there, and make a barrier with tanky people, like for example, Dick and Marcus. I'll start with this. Indirect damage, pretty cool. Probably lowering Roy. From there he can get to the throne, meaning Lilina is safe to shoot the fucking railgun she has for a Thundertone. Okay, okay. Now, I'd say Marcus isn't available, true. True. And then if I switch into a sword, that should be enough, right? Bless my soul, Rose. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care for the Twin Bandits archetype. Another strength level, incredible. Never have, never will. But yeah, like it's another installment of that archetype. There's not much else to be said. Okay, so I guess even if the Worm Slayer isn't crazy, yes. Please be a good turn. Why is Marcus so weakened? He fought the boss. Oh, Marcus wasn't a good idea to place here, but he just got S ranking swords. Okay, I almost lost Marcus on the last turn. Crazy how that goes. Maybe I should have remembered why I had him rescued by Cecilia instead of fucking around. Okay, not anyone getting in range. Yeah, then this has to work. If this doesn't get me the warp. Alright. Yeah, I got absolutely everything. And I can even get a final boss kill if I want to be like very greedy. This is just to break the thunder. And because I don't want to give it to Lilina. It's a level for Lilina though. It's level 4 with more magic. You can get more stuff, Lilina, okay? Like I appreciate the magic overkill, but at this rate, I want like, you know, a bit of speed, maybe some resistance. I don't know. Okay, that's a good opportunity to fit the kill. It does hit. So Tate, I'm going to approach. He has to give you the maximum possible hit, because I'm pretty sure that increases your hit just a little bit. No, it doesn't. It's only avoid critical, avoid defense, apparently. He has hit the 48. Okay. A boss kill for Tate. Maybe not the one I thought I could get. I thought maybe the light breath would be more viable. It's only defense. But you know, that's the end of the map. We got everything we wanted and more. Honestly, I didn't expect to kill 2 mana kids in this map. Maybe the biggest loss was the Durandal. We are down to half the original uses of Durandal. But it should be fine because I can get the hammer in chapter 15. So if everything goes to shit, I can still repair the Durandal as long as there's 1 use remaining. He was a tough opponent. He wasn't. Okay, after lots and lots of thinking, I've decided that I'm not going to deploy Wendy into this chapter because, yeah, let's be honest here. Wendy, she just doesn't do a good job. Okay. I think Marcus is actually going to do very well, especially with all the stat boosters he's going to start getting now. I also, by the way, this is so 3 movement meaning minus 3 range, right? So you can hit there. That's the point. Exactly align with this, exactly align with the column. I think I might want to tank some of those hits already, and one of my units with the best resistance is Marcus. So I'm going to go yes for that. He doesn't quite reach, I can dance him. He's in fact just 1 space short. So okay. And yeah, the idea is to try and deplete the boltings of the boss as soon as possible. No warp shenanigans here, basically because no warp user. Clarine is pretty close to being able to use warp, but it's an A rank and she's B still. So yeah. And with the Alsor equip, I'm going to use the talisman. Gonzalez is actually like completely ready for promo. Honestly, 15 speed is more than I could hope for, and that 11 defense is absolutely insane. But I want to push it a little bit just because of that, you know, almost being level 17. So if I can give him 1 kill, okay, chances aren't too high. There's also like a good amount of tanking. At least I found a clear role for Marcus now, which is like his resistance tanking. There's not a lot of magically tanky units in FE6, so actually having resistance is like very valuable. Okay, yeah, this is obviously going to be Dick. I mean, I think there's no necessary explanation as to why that is. I could start barriering up some people, I actually think it could be very helpful to barrier you up. There's no need to put you on a tile that's actually pretty required for the rest of my units. So I'm going to barrier up Tate to be able to get into, you know, across the water without having to worry too much about that. She has like a 16 resistance with the thing, so yeah, pretty good. Good thing about having Merlinus, not even joking here, is you can take promo items at any point from the combo, so you don't really have to worry about what items you have at the start of the map, because you can take whatever. Okay, 16 hit only is pathetic. I can take this kill easily on the next turn. I see a wyvern. Don't think I don't see it. Okay, anything dangerous here? No. So really opening up a path should be my priority. With the killer, I can actually take you out. Yeah, I should go for that first. Okay. As I said, many killer bows in the convoy, so even though I broke one on the previous map, I feel well about doing this. So I think I'll do just that. That's a crit. He also gets such a high critical rate. It's crazy. Okay, let's think. If you can hit all the way here, you can hit here too, right? That's obvious. Meaning your buddy can hit here. But this should be a safe spot. And just below too. So that's okay. Sue might take a Bolten. That's fine, I believe. I'm going to check damages just in case. If not, I'll do a barrier. It's 34 attack. And you have more than one resistance, you have 5. But I can go in here and provide a barrier, and I will. I will because it's just generally a good idea. To have the people around here barriered up. Merlinus is, by the way, like impossibly heavy, so if I don't move him in time, like if this bridge disappears, he's going to be stuck in the middle of the water, which would be funny, but also sort of annoying. Okay, there is good. That's a good spot, I think. Sue can take this. Okay. We actually dodge an attack that maybe we weren't meant to dodge. I have to be honest, someone... Oh, that was a next river. My mistake. Comment said I should maybe consider pairing Roy with Sue, and I've been regretting it a little bit because I did use a lot of Lilina supports in this run. Right, like Lilina could have supported a lot of people. Marcus, Astol, Wendy, Gonzalez. And that just meant I didn't have to dedicate Roy to give her a good support. Obviously, Roy is the best possible support for Lilina, so I'm like, if I want to use Lilina, I guess I want to do it like this. But in the future, I would like to give Sue like a better chance with supports and everything, you know? This could be a pretty easy to grab Roy kill. Advancing Roy is good because it allows me to advance Lilina, blah blah blah. Alright. I mean, it's a level, that's undeniable. Ooh, I could go for you directly. Is it crazy to think here about a double Sue kill? Not Sue, double Tate kill? I think I can surround even if I miss here. I might pass on killing with Marcus right now. He has to weaken this guy and then take the kill with Sue. Yeah, no water movement, so I can just go for this. And if I miss one of the 70s, which I do, we are fine. It also means a bit of extra experience, so all the better. Alright. I keep seeing a lot of pirate movement. I keep seeing a lot of Lilina criticals. One of those things I like to see. Honestly, pirate movement isn't bad either. I'd rather they move to me. Then the Eclipse might actually back down. They sometimes do that. 245s, yeah, okay. I actually get one, which is a level. Yeah. Might be time for promo. Show me something. It was worth waiting. 1 speed. Okay, I can get next to Merlinus, grab the Hero Crest and promote immediately too. We try the crit. We don't get it. And now I have a slightly low chance. Oh, I actually double with a longbow. Didn't expect to double with a longbow. That's fine. Then yeah. Lance River, bow. Okay, I'll take the bow in. With a speed wing. By the way, Marcus with this speed wing goes up to 18 speed. Not that bad. Not that bad. Actually works much better in terms of speed than I thought. I always thought the biggest problem with Marcus was going to be damage, but honestly, even though his strength is very bad, as long as you use like pretty powerful weaponry, he's more or less fine. And yeah, here into the storage, we're going to deposit this Devil Axe. It does it does no good ever, and we are going to use the Hero Crest. Finally, the promo for Gonzalez. Honestly, I think this is around the time where you should promote him, maybe even a bit earlier. Maybe having a promoted Gonzalez is good in Arcadia. But yeah, 5 skill is pretty crazy, 3 defense too, and I think +2 constitution. No, +1 only. Okay, more than enough anyway. Yeah, he's just a monster. He's never going to be... I mean, he doesn't get any resistance, that's for sure. But decently high defense combined with massive HP makes him a bit tankier than it might look. And he's also sort of speedy and very, very, very strong. Now we have basically unlocked a new cap of strength, and he's definitely going to get to 30 eventually. Okay, going into the storage, removing an Iron Axe and the Silver Lance, I think. Yeah. Even if they don't have a lot of uses. And I'm going to do a little quick trade for the heal, which is not doing anything right now, and the Vulnerary. Why? Well, because I can go here, trade you these things, and then go for an attack with Roy support. Yeah, I'd rather have the absolute accuracy. And with the Silver Lance we can take it. No. This is why I wanted the axe, because you have Land River. True. Good. And I can get all the way there and use a sword to, you know, kill the archers. Maybe not kill, actually. I don't know if I have enough movement. We have a steel bow and a longbow. The longbow is scary. I think the best idea is to go for something like this, right? That way the longbow is completely blocked. He will still go for Marcus, because unless I'm mistaken, Marcus is in range. But that's fine. The important thing is to block him from attacking this spot, because that spot is where you're going to be taking the kill, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright. 1% critical. Just to show off. A promoted kill that definitely does some good. Port 8. one of the reasons I'm so insistent in training her is also, as I said, I think she has very bad weapon ranks. I kind of wanted to get to C rank before promo, but I think I might just promote at level 16, no matter what. Oof, alright. I did well with Clarin there. Yeah, this is going to be a good rescue. Now you only have Hellfire, Perfect. That's a Nosferatu, by the way. Very scary enemy. And to make matters worse, to attack him, I sort of have to be in bolting range. If I were to hit that, that's just the Nosferatu death. Just go for the axe and pray a bit. If you get your Nosferatu, then we might be in trouble. Okay. Hit. I mean, I had to check first if that was going to happen. Then I could worry about it. Oh. I didn't see you. Using up the Lombo a bit. Too much for my taste, but alright. There's wyverns coming. I kind of want to test Gonzalez against the wyverns. Okay, you physic. Interesting. You might be able to, yes. Yeah, I will never get another chance like this, so... Oh, come on, Marcus! That's great, that's great. Okay, great Marcus action here. Chapter 14X, he never fell off. You just imagined it. Also a great level in terms of speed. Damage isn't there, okay? I have to admit it. The energy ring was a blunder, but the speed and the skill are actually staying very relevant. They are sort of averaging a little bit. So I just need to abuse powerful weaponry. Fixing damage, I think, is easier than fixing things like bulk and speed. So overall, we might be fine in the end. Okay, normally I tend to be a bit worse with the... You're okay. With the bridges, this time I think I'm timing my advances pretty well. You just took the space for the archer to attack Marcus. Stupid AI. Okay, have a bit of crit. And I just miss both my 60s. That's fine. Gonzalez isn't known for his great hit, that's just a fact. Yeah, I was about to say, I've been good with my timing of the bridges so far. If you are lured by me doing this, I'm fine. I'll just go there. And meanwhile, yeah, go for these guys. I mean, I still have the Excalibur, so I have a guaranteed one shot. Don't think I'm too worried. Axe River. Meaning Roy kill? I want to try this first though. 30% critical. Yeah. There it is. Okay, Gonzalez. Nice. Actually, I can provide Roy with Lilina support that I wasn't before. So from here, it might be enough. Yes. Support goes both ways. Very good. Very good. Only an Axe River, Sword River. Yeah, so a pretty good kill for Thea. Marcus is just ferrying you around, and by the time you reach here, you might, you know, get killed by some of my other units that actually need the experience more. Marcus is doing well in terms of getting to level 2020, by the way, which is also one of the requirements of the run. He can use legendary weaponry already. He can use the Durandal. He got that on the previous map. So I can kill wyverns and I can kill manakits with him, which normally provide a lot of experience. Alright, there's a 1% and there's also a very low chance to hit me that does hit. Fortunately, Well, that's a level, first of all, so I could consider promoting now. Strength. Okay. Might be the play. Let's go for promo. Let's go for promo. Storage. Deposit the burn and remove an iron sword. Very important. And also an Elysian whip. I'm going to promote here. I don't know the bonuses, but I think you get like at least 3 speed, 3 skill. I'm pretty sure. A bit of rest, good rest too. No, 2 skill, 2 speed. Okay, they are just average bonuses like +2 on everything, +6 on HP is very good. It actually works very well for you because you don't have that good of an HP stat. Right? Now if Marcus can hold for 1 turn, Clarine should be able to heal him. So I just need to go in here and equip something that makes me good against most people in here. I think the Mercenary is the first to move always. So Silver Lance and then Iron Axe should be okay. I need the bridge to appear again, so... Okay. This is good, because now only a range attack, which shouldn't be too effective, and... Okay, that was genuine risk of death. There's only the Wyvern now. Okay, okay. Maximize my evasion. Yeah, putting Marcus in here, like having Marcus go for the boss was a good idea. Pushing forward after that wasn't. I should have just count my losses and... The thing now is Clarine able to reach there? Okay, she is, and actually can afford to take 2 less spaces. Meaning I can do it from there, which is the optimal point. Okay. Marcus is now doing better. Obviously, Marcus needs help, so I need to go all the way around to help him. Okay. Okay. Gonzalez will be soon there to help. Yeah, actually a normal path opened, so Gonzalez can just plain do this. And Marcus can escape, more importantly. Okay, after you don't die, a bunch of enemies are going to actually take a lot of damage. For example, this guy took 69 damage, exactly. Just so you know. I'm always, you know, I always keep my eye open for 23 with critical. It's the way to go. And here, another crit. Perfect. Making good use of the hand axe. Ah, that's your first level as a berserker? Not good. I expected better accuracy, not gonna lie. That 1% critical is also a bit too much. I think you might not be the right person for the job. What you are is the right person to pick up the person for the job. Who would that be? I don't quite know. Gonzalez can do a lot, but he definitely takes the critical and everything. Lilina is okay, but not for this. Dick? Always a safe option. I guess we can try him. Okay, so Dick doesn't face critical but takes 50 damage. Thankfully, I can fix that. And I can fix that with a unit that actually gives him a bit of support. That's a level 4 Clarine. Oh, Clarine promo, true. You know what? Level 16, probably a good moment for clearing promo. Yeah, I like those senses. Okay, that's the boss. Yeah, I mean, this was the way to go. Where did you learn to fight like this? Don't know, Rutger, probably. Okay, whatever. Can't rescue right now, but that's basically the end of the map. Don't crit me with a 1%. Okay, no. 33% is what crits. So a bit of damage for Gonzalez. Are you S rank? Yeah, S rank. So by the way, Armads. Armads user, plus 5 defense, 19 effective defense. Highest in my army, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, Dick with Armads would go crazy, but that's not going to happen. And now I'm going to... storage remove... No! No, the Gaiden ring is on Sophia! Watch the bridge appear. No. Does this bridge never appear again? Like, if you miss this opportunity, you have to go through here and then wait for this to appear and you have to loop around. I never knew. Well, whatever. Yeah. I mean, the promotioning. Tate promoted to Falconite, Gonzalez to Berserker, Sue I'm pretty sure promoted in the previous map, although I don't remember. And then there's also Clarin, who just can't promote because I'm stupid. And I left the Gaiden ring on Sophia, but that's about it. You didn't get a support, right? Nah. Would be great. But just didn't happen. Well, here's the 4-blaze. I don't know. I think Lilina has A rank still, so she can't use the 4-blaze. But when she becomes able to, considering her high magic, she might be one of the few units in this game able to one-shot endgame type mana kits. Lilina is working incredibly well. A unit I didn't expect to be so excited about. Also, Dick. I think you can't overstate how broken Dick is. I think I put him into A rank. And when I made my FE6 tier list, and I was a bit doubtful about him because I've always heard he's good. And on paper, he always seemed like he was supposed to be good, but I used him once and he just didn't work out great. I think I just got a bit unlucky with the levels. Maybe he was a bit slower, and I feel like a speedier Dick, you know, it's better to have him strength screwed or defense screwed than speed screwed, because being able to double enemies is like double chances for critical with the killing edge, doubling back with hand axes. It just works so much better with a mercenary, you know, speedster with a sword. I like him a lot. I think I might actually enjoy him a bit more than Rutger, and that's saying a lot. Because with Rutger, the standard experience is that you kill everything from one range, but you don't have a way to deal with things that have range. So you need to depend on a second unit that is very good at handling javelins, hand axes, or whatever. Dick having the hand axes is incredible. I still think Rutger is probably better because his stats go into overkill and he's a much more effective boss killer. But as you saw, for a lot of bosses, Dick can do just fine. Just fine. With only Clarency support, I was able to get like a high critical against this guy. I thought it would take a lot of attempts to beat chapter 14. 14x not so much. First try and that's simple. I did get a bit like a bit too confident there with Marcus, and I could have lost Marcus there and it would have forced a reset. But on 14, it was just a bad placement of Sophie on the first turn, and after that it was just smooth sailing through it. beat it in like 20 turns, so with room to spare. I got the warp, I got absolutely every treasure you can get out of this. I actually killed 2 of the mana kits, which is insane. I tend to keep my divine weapons a bit too much when I play FE6 because I'm afraid of losing the good ending, but there's no point in keeping Durandal. With Durandal, you also always have the option for that same character to use a Wormslayer. And normally if Durandal does 50 times 2, the Wormslayer does 30 plus times 2, and that's also going to kill. So using Durandal a little bit here at the beginning, I think is cool. Could I have used the Wormslayer here? Maybe. I just felt like it. I have Hammern, should be okay. This was cool. I liked these chapters. I liked how I played them. Once again, I felt a bit weird there at the very end with a lot of units packed together doing nothing below. Would have been a very good spot for Wendy and Astol to build up support. But okay. That can happen in the next one. There's no turn limit. I can grind support a little bit in chapter 13, in chapter 15. That should be okay. Hope you enjoyed this part. Sunday upload. Should be getting back to normal uploads. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, then consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.